My name is Dr. Christopher Nagy, and I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the Bergen County Institute of Technology and Bergen County Special Services School Districts. The topic of today's Leadership Spark is Leaders Are Readers. Across America this month, we celebrate the birthday of Dr. Seuss and celebrate reading across America. The focus is that all should be reading and reading diverse materials as part of one's education. Mark Twain once said, "The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read." A play on Dr. Seuss in the name of the Leadership Spark today beckons one to ask the following question: are readers leaders or leaders readers? I'm of the opinion of the latter. Not all readers are leaders, but I contend that all successful leaders are readers. Leaders will read, take notes, reread to capture key concepts that then can be applied to personal or professional circumstances. The power of reading is to be able to glean new concepts, to create new connections that can be applied elsewhere to enhance a solution or a process. Reading also makes people interesting and conversationalists. Jeremy Kingsley, the author of Leadership is Not a Hobby, noted that in a 2015 study performed by U.S. News & World Report across 1,200 of the world's wealthiest people, the research indicated that one commonality among all wealthy people is that all of them read and read often. In addition to reading for pleasure, they all valued reading to obtain knowledge. Among the wealthiest in the world and in the United States, Mark Cuban reads for almost 3 hours a day. Cuban understands that this creates a distinct advantage for him. Another well-known and successful businessman is Warren Buffett, who is known to be a voracious reader. He's known to read up to 1,000 pages a day. According to Buffett himself, he dedicates about 80% of his life and his time to reading. It is said of Teddy Roosevelt that he read a book every morning. Bill Gates reads a book each week. And looking at the benefits of reading, Elon Musk was once asked, how is it that he learned how to build rockets? And his response, I read books. According to Kingsley, reading provides a leader access to experiences that are not his own and provides a glimpse of how others approach problems in business and in life. Reading then provides leaders options that in turn helps them to make better decisions. Furthermore, reading provides leaders exposure to different perspectives that in turn may be leveraged to solve complex problems or conflicts. Reading also provides a level of tolerance to be presented with different viewpoints other than one's own and provides a balanced perspective. In an article by Ryan Michler in The Order of Man in April of this past year, he took a position that rather than seeing people spend so much time and energy trying to defend their current ideas, they should spend the time and effort in the ongoing research for new ideas. And through the very process and nature of exploring these new ideas, one can affirm current beliefs or find new, more effective ones to replace former ones. In a Forbes article by Kelsey Mayer, she noted that reading provides key essential benefits such as reading reminds us, brings us to the present, which we may have forgotten in the past. Reading challenges the reader to see other perspectives. Reading gives one the opportunity to interact with others and share ideas. Reading sparks debate, where one can learn from each other's perspectives. Reading provides support for an idea or concept. In the book Gridiron Genius by coach, author, and strategist Michael Lombardi recalls this time as a young coach working under legendary American League head San Francisco 49ers football coach Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh took a page out of the Late Late Show at the time entitled Carpool Karaoke. Instead of chauffeuring around a music star like in the show, Bill Walsh had one of his newest coaches, namely Michael Lombardi, to drive him everywhere in his car. Michael jumped at the opportunity when called to pull up the car of the coach. It is here where Michael learned the value of a well-read and detailed Bill Walsh, who in those many trips in the car between the two of them, they talked about books, asked a lot of questions, held numerous conversations, and provided Michael the opportunity to listen and learn many life and professional lessons from Bill Walsh. Those drives in the car, with just the two of them, changed the course of this young coach's life. Walsh was quoted as saying that if we are all thinking alike, no one is thinking. He was a disruptor during his time and was a coach who created a dynasty. He is a clear example that reading provides individuals the confidence to bring a different perspective to various topics, whether on football or any other topic. In my own life, I've dedicated myself to be a human sponge, to soak up the opportunities to have a rich conversation about books and new ideas, while also being enlightened by others in their respective positions. In the process, one cannot help but learn and have the ability to be enlightened and informed. I love being around leaders who have something interesting to say, because more than likely they have assimilated into their lives and work that which they read. Think about those people who are very interesting. You almost gravitate to them or follow them, or the highest compliment, emulate them. When you have an occasion to carpool with another executive, boss, or other leaders or colleagues, listen, learn, find out what they're reading. Be prepared to talk about a book you are currently reading. Furthermore, talk about this book on a blog, social media, with friends, and look to make connections from what was learned and how that information could be applied to professional practice. It is often said that the successful leader is the one who can execute the plan after having been influenced by what one read and associated conversations with that particular book. Some questions to ponder for today. Do you set up opportunities to listen, watch, and interact with great leaders, such as in a car ride or during an exchange while having a cup of coffee, to hear about stories, books read, and lessons learned? What do you do with that information? Are you connected with a book group or professional social media group discussion? Do you make a point to always have a book that you are reading and ready to talk about it and apply its contents to improving personal and professional performance? Are you a leader who is a reader? If yes, how do you share that which you read to pay it forward to enlighten others? And last, what is the process you have in place to execute the ideas that you take away from books read?